Okay, awesome.
For all you people out in the world who are like, what's so wrong about white nationalism? And I know very few of you are in the chat right now, so this is just for the one or two that might be.
Damn right.
The answer is this. What's wrong with white nationalism? Oh, I'm sorry. They was against Elvis. White nationalism was against fucking Elvis and America. Okay?
I don't wish the fact that we can make that argument, or the fact that that might actually be an argument that changes someone's mind. I don't know what's worse.
Look. I'll take it no matter what, because I found, look, that whole story about Elvis in the 90s broke my fucking heart. Because even though, like, I am okay with Elvis's music, but as one of the demigods of America, I joined the Church of Elvis for a reason. I don't know how else to say it. You know, like, mythology evolves. And if it includes Elvis, so be it. That whole idea that it was like, oh, Elvis is actually fucking a racist piece of shit. I was like, oh, man. And I believed that for years, for like almost a decade.
And then you found out.
And then I found out it was only propaganda from the KKK. Propaganda from the Ku Klux Klan. Because white nationalists said that Elvis was too black for America. What the fuck? Elvis not American? Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds like something a commie would say.
Hey.
Hey, even the commie in the chat is disagreeing with that. Even the commies in chat are saying, no, that ain't right. That ain't right.
Shit, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Actually, fun fact. Because you might actually enjoy watching the video later on, not right now.
Oh, real quick, someone just asked, do JFK and Marilyn Monroe count as American demigods? If you played in my fucking Scion role-playing game, they totally did. because I gotta tell you, I called the whole campaign Fear and Loathing in the American Dream Time for a reason. And you best fucking... No. Elvis was important. JFK was important. Marilyn Monroe was important. And let me tell you who the Elemental Lords were. Can you guess, anyone? Kira? Yogi? Who were the Elemental Lords?
Go ahead, enlighten me.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby!
I love it.
Oh, very nice.
Wait, okay. We got Earth, Wind, and Fire doing Earth, Wind, and Fire. Who the fuck is Water?
Who the fuck is Water?
Yeah. If they're gonna be Elemental Lords, that's fine, but there's a fourth missing.
Who's the Elemental Lord of Water? Who actually? I never actually answered that question. Who would be the Elemental Lord of Water in America? The only thing that I could come
Michael
up...
Phelps, but that's pretty passe.
No. The only thing I could come up with was Dick Dale, because he was a rock and roll guy, and what type of music is he known for that he created? Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Dick Dale.
Is it
To the
Surfer
internet.
Rock? I want to say it's Surfer Rock.
It is surf rock.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
The Beach Boys don't really get like a pass for being...
No.
Well, see, the Beach Boys were inspired by Dick Dale.
Yeah, Dick Dale's before the Beach Boys.
Like, Dick Dale is the first man to ever use the 6-string Stratocaster.
All right, I see some research in my future.
Yeah. Like, it's fucking crazy. Oh, the other thing that's crazy about Dick Dale that a lot of people didn't realize, he's Egyptian. No joke.
I love everything about what I just heard.
What was that, Yogi?
I said I love everything about what I just heard.
Yeah, he's an Egyptian. In fact, the first fucking song he ever fully played on the 6-string Stratocaster is an old fucking romantic song that he heard his dad and his dad's friends play when he was a young boy. Do you know what that was? Because you do.
What was it?
You just don't realize it's Egyptian. It was used as the theme to Pulp Fiction.
Really?
Really. The Pulp Fiction theme, that song, first of all, that recording is Dick Dale. Second of all, it's all about a guy and a girl meeting in the papyrus fields and having, shall we say, an intimate interview.
Oh, Egypt.
Oh my god, yeah. Straight up. No joke. You know, this is an Egyptian song, and when you listen to it, you realize, oh wait, it kinda is.
Yeah.
It's just that they did an American version of it for the 50s.
Oh, by the way, I have to bring this up because Kage Yojimbo asked, like, okay, but what about Frank Sinatra? Well, you have to understand, Frank Sinatra, and I will claim this right now, Frank Sinatra is the genus loci of New Jersey.
Yeah. How to put it? He is. Frank Sinatra is really important, but he's closer to a local god because he's very specific.
And if any of y'all out there try to fucking take Frank Sinatra away from us, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
No. Right now.
Frank Sinatra.
No, Frank and Dean were the men. Like, seriously.
Yeah. Frank, Dean,
and Sammy Davis.
I was about to say Sammy Davis Jr. is the other one. Yeah.
He's fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Great guy. Great fucking guy.
And I maintain that the Beach Boys are the reason that we have punk rock.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Fucking surf guitar inspired Elvis and Dick Dale inspired every type of popular music that came after them.
It's just so good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All of my favorite punk rock bands still have that, like, you know, and from like Beach Boys era.
Yeah, it's why I was so sad to find out that East Bay Ray was a piece of shit. Because East Bay Ray was the guitarist for the Dead Kennedys, and he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's fucking amazing, but he's also kind of a prick. More so than Jello Biafra. Like, Jello Biafra is weird, but I got along with him very well. East Bay Ray, kind of a dick. You know, it's really sad. But
never meet your heroes.
Well, what are you talking about? I met Jello Biafra. He was my hero, and that turned out amazing. It was, although, weirdest part of that was realizing that I was talking to and hitting on an ex-girlfriend of his.
Oh,
and I found myself going like, shit. Well, I was kind of like, I was weirded out because I was like, I didn't even realize you were that old. And she was like, I'm not. And I'm like, oh, okay, got it.
I'm not that old. He's that good.
Yeah. You know? And the funny thing was, is the reason I met her is because I was friends with her current boyfriend, who, shall we say, didn't measure up in the long run. Well, the funny thing was, I don't know how... Look, the guy's very obviously Asperger's. But that may be the reason he's the way he is. But that ain't no fucking excuse. I don't know if you know. I
No.
don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like
You
when
know.
people use like mental or emotional issues and they use that as excuse why they're huge douchebags.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
you've got an option. Really, you do, honest.
Really, 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 you do. Yeah. Well, like that was the thing where I was always like, dude, well, how to put it? He could not just be straight up with people. And this
Mm.
is what gets him into all the trouble that he has in his life. And I knew that, but I had never been on the business end of it until I was. And then, oh my fucking God. Woof. Woof. Well, now here's the thing. The guy is like, I hate people who use Asperger's as an excuse. He didn't use it as an excuse, but a lot of other people did for him.
Oh, and he allowed for the excuse to be made.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the weird thing. I could never fucking be sure because
Oh.
because at the end of the day, despite the fact you would never guess this meeting in public, little bit of a basket case.
Mm.
And it was really too bad because he has one thing that is like catnip to young goth chicks. Emotional unavailability.
Oh no.
Yeah. You young goth girl.
So over that.
I know. But if you're like a young goth girl and you don't know yourself that well just yet, that's like, I don't know. I don't want to be
I'm
mean.
so dark and mysterious.
Yeah, I'm so dark and mysterious and like
Have a tragic past.
yeah, and 20-year-old goth chick is like, Daddy?
I can heal him.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing
Shit,
is
that's not even just like 20-year-old goth chick. Like fuck, like
That's just women in general, honey.
no, dude, honey, that was like me in high school. I was just like, I can help you, I swear.
Oh, sweet
Hey,
Yogi Bear.
Hey.
He may be an asshole, but deep down there's something.
He's got a heart of gold.
Okay, this is why all right, here's the point at which people are like, hey Jack, what do you think about the assault on masculinity? I'm like, look, it's more of an assault on how we have defined masculinity up to this point, because I can absolutely tell you the point at which I become a dude who's very glad he has a penis but sits there and goes, I can fix her, because it happens. It fucking happens, you know?
See, I think that's the thing about it, is that like I don't know how else to say it except to say that that kind of shit, it's so weird to me. It's like, oh, it's an assault on masculinity. It's like, no, it's an assault on the toxicity of masculinity, and I think the reason you're fucking whining about it is because you don't want to admit that maybe there might be something wrong with you, or maybe there's something that you might need to change. I don't think you want to admit it.
Yeah.
Gillette commercial. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So many hurt butts. Seriously.
I know.
It
It's
was,
like,
it
oh, you
was
want
weird.
preparation H for that? You know?
It was so weird because like I watched that commercial, I was like, well,
Alright.
I as a socialist, I instinctively don't trust a corporate message, but it's not bad. It's okay. You know, like I get the concept of maybe we should be better as men. Yeah, cool. Go ahead, do that.
Maybe
Yeah.
be better as humans in general.
Well, here's the thing. This has gotten me in a lot of trouble, but I've only recently been able to fucking figure out a way to explain this to people where it doesn't get me in trouble, which is this. Which is, I don't believe that masculine and feminine are things that are absolute things as we have defined them, except in perhaps, and this is a maybe, the biological sense. But it turns out that is up for grabs as well, to a certain point.
As much
So,
as like
well,
I've dealt with. Sorry, go ahead.
allow me to finish because it's
Yeah,
a
no,
long
no.
statement. But with that said, I think that masculine and feminine are two things that do exist, but they
Yellow.
are things that exist relative to each other.
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh, Yogi, we can actually hear,
Oh.
dude.
Mute Mike. There you go,
If
baby.
you wanna talk about getting your fucking dick wet, you might wanna,
Put that on louder.
yeah. I'm just saying, it's one of two options.
If so, we might raise a little bit more money tonight.
But yeah, like but yeah, it's like I feel like masculine and feminine are two things that exist in relation to each other, but the definitions constantly change.
Yeah.
And they are platonic ideals, meaning that they are not absolute. Somewhere in idea space, there is the idea of masculine for any one given time, place, and time. And same thing with feminine, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we know what it is.
Well,
and this is the big question. What is
wait,
it?
Wait, are you getting onto the concept that masculinity and femininity, they totally exist as two separate things, but it's not so much that they always exist as the same thing, but they always do exist in any given culture or time period as a polarity.
Yes.
Truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are, how to put it, boobs is always going to be feminine. Exactly. They're always going to be considered. They're probably. Maybe at some point in the distant future, they are going to be considered a gender-neutral trait. But for the meantime,
everybody loves tits.
Yeah, everyone loves tits. But for the meantime, they are going to be associated with women.
Yeah.
That's not going to change in your lifetime or mine. So here's the funny thing. Actually, here's one of the things I find very interesting about tits.
You go on.
I shall. Which is, tits, strangely enough, more of a marker of femininity than the vagina.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's why we got T-girls.
Exactly.
And they are wonderful.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, if you're into, how to put it, we don't call them guys with tits. We call them chicks with dicks.
That's right.
It's
very true. It's very true.
That's
Excuse me, I need a moment.
Oh. Please. Whatever you need.
It's like, I need a moment.
Yeah.
Dear sweet baby Jesus, thank you for T-girls.
Well, I gotta tell you one thing. There's a book written by
Lord Satan.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that little thing you did there. That was nice. Okay, so there's a book. I don't know if anyone has read it. It's a novel by Stephen Brust, and it's called To Reign in Hell. And it's all about the creation of heaven and hell, but told as an 80s fantasy story.
Okay.
Okay.
And the basic fucking plot is this, which is there is existence, and in existence there are angels.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is. But every successive generation of angels is a little less powerful than the one that came before it. So the first generation of angels, super fucking powerful. And that includes Yahweh, Satan, Lucifer.
Night, Vampire Hunter.
Oh, good night, Vampire Hunter. Take care, man. It's Satan, Lucifer, a couple of others, and Lilith. Oh, you have to do a thing?
One sec, babe.
Oh no, there was giggling.
Oh, there's giggling, and then there's something involving a shell. Shall we let our imaginations run wild? I think we shall.
Okay.
Do. Brooke Babel says, check your damn Twitter. Given that that's Brooke Babels, I'm going to say she probably sent me a Twitter DM. Hold on. All right, you back with us?
Sorry about that.
Well, how
no problem.
Absolutely
How dare you
you
have people in your life who have emotional needs?
How dare you have a life outside of the internet?
Well, you know, sometimes you have naked men walking around your house, and you have to make sure that they're not live on stream, so Jack doesn't get in trouble.
That is true.
That's
That
true.
is
And you
true.
know what? That saddens me.
I know.
That
I'm sorry, Jack.
saddens me, you know, but oh, I'm sorry. What is it they call it fucking standards of decency?
Standards and practices.
God damn it. The fucking watchdog of common decency. Is there no lower form of life?
Now I have to like get myself in frame and everything. Oh god.
So To Reign in Hell by Stephen Brust is all about the division of heaven and hell. And one of the original angels, one of the first generations, is Lilith. And there's a line written about Lilith in this book that I've always loved, which is Lilith was the angel who taught the other angels about the difference between male and female. And it is because she chose to be female that so many of them wanted to be male.
Love it.
I had heard that Lilith was supposed to be Adam's first failed wife because she refused to have him have dominion over her.
Okay.
Which is why if I have a child, her name is Lilith.
Well, here's
There's a lot to unpack in there.
There is a lot to unpack in that statement.
Go for it.
One of the things about Lilith, which is very odd, is that she comes into the picture because of the tradition of Midrash, which is a rabbinical tradition where it's like, we've got a thing in the Torah that don't make no goddamn sense. So we've got to figure out a way to make this goddamn make sense. So basically, Midrash is a fancy word for retcon.
Okay.
Something that the Bible could actually learn from, because oddly enough, the Quran has it, the Torah has it.
It does.
Christians don't like to have
What?
like an official.
You're not talking about
like to
Mormon? They
mess
can't retcon.
Well,
I don't.
Well,
Lol,
yeah.
sorry.
There's a whole weird theological thing that happens with the rise of Christianity, because whether or not Christianity wants to admit it, it's Greek influenced.
Hardcore it is.
Yeah.
Anyone taking a basic mythology class would know about that crap.
And one of the things that's really important to Greek philosophy around that time is the idea of the Platonic ideal.
Mm-hmm.
That is why, meaning that there's a perfect version of whatever somewhere out in the universe, maybe in like Platonic space or whatever you want to call it. So because of that, and because of Greeks' obsession with the understanding that giving names to things gives you some level of power over it, because they had been influenced by the Zoroastrians. I know this is getting real weird.
All right.
They came to the conclusion that, so how to put it, Christo is an Arabic Greek influenced word that means the truth. Yeah, so to be the Christ is to be the embodiment of the truth.
All right.
That is what the Christian text means when they say He is the Word
He's
made
the way.
flesh.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because up until then the big thing had been, that it's the idea that the Christos is also the Logos, that he is the truth and he is the Word. He is the Word of God made flesh. That's yeah.
Yeah. In the beginning, there was the Word. You know, like it's all about that kind of stuff. That's how Greek influenced Christianity actually is. You know, Christianity wouldn't exist without the Greeks. You know,
at least
without the Romans either, but still, you know.
At least as we know it, right?
Yeah, at least as we know it.
Oh yeah, because for like the first 90, it's really interesting. I always found it really interesting because if you look at Judaic Christianity and Pauline Christianity, the Pauline Christianity won out.
It absolutely did.
The Judaic Christianity is really interesting because
won out over the Logos, ironically.
It did, because it's interesting because the Judaic Christianity is it's very Jewish. It's very, very.
Oh,
this was a Jewish Reformation.
Yeah. It was basically like, we're tired of fucking, like, you know, this like this Torah nonsense. We need a fucking clarification on what shit means.
We need a simplified system.
Yeah, we need a simplified system because fuck that Torah. We're gonna create a New Testament. Like, straight up, that's how it happened.
Yeah,
you know, because
that's actually
because a lot of rabbis during that period of time were starting to realize that aspects of Hebrew history that they had taken for granted were bullshit. Book of Exodus, complete bullshit. Never happened. You know, and there are all these rabbis who are like, wait a minute. If
I'm not terribly PC, so it'd be hard for me to not call bullshit on most of religion.
I know. But like,
see, here's the thing, though. You'd be right, but some of us here have the decency to at least belong to religions that call bullshit on themselves.
Yeah.
Which is why I love you, Yogi.
Oh.
Yeah, because one of the things, here's the other thing. All right, story of Noah. Is that based on a real thing?
God.
Turns out, yes.
Sort of.
Yes, but not the thing that people think.
But not the people, yeah.
Just the funny part.
So, guess what? Guess what Noah actually was in terms of his ethnicity, even at the time?
Wasn't he Iraqi?
He was Babylonian.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah. So yeah,
he was Babylonian, and he wasn't just any old random Babylonian. He's a minor king.
Oh.
Yeah, and we know this because we found the references, and they're in the British Museum of Ancient History. Because here's what you didn't realize. What shape is Noah's Ark?
Oh, it kind of has like that U-bend thing going to it.
Yeah, wrong. Both wrong.
Oh, go ahead, please.
It's donut.
Is it a rect?
It's donut shaped because they found the order created by the merchant king, who had ordered its construction.
Wait. So why was it ordered? Why was its construction ordered? Hold on. What is that?
All right.
Because old dude didn't build it on his own. That's why.
Yeah. A, because one old dude didn't build it on his own. Two, because this was a king who was constantly telling people, by the way, you know, those Babylonian levees aren't going to fucking hold. One more monsoon and it's fucking over. You know, Babylon floods. What we gonna do then, motherfucker? And there are a bunch of people who was like, oh shit. He's right, man. He's right. That Zarathustra is right. Levees ain't gonna hold if we get another major monsoon like we had like last year. So they spend the next couple of years building this ark, and the ark is, it doesn't hold two of everything, but it does hold two of everything that Ziusudra had. So it's a big boat, but it's not impossibly big. And
So wait, so you're telling me he made a big boat essentially like for himself?
Yes.
Okay.
Himself and the people who helped construct the boat. Because he's like, hey, man, once those levees break, fucking head on over to my fucking palace, and we'll get in.
We're going to be on a boat,
We're
motherfucker.
going to be on a boat, and that's the plan, baby. And everyone's like, Ziusudra is fucking crazy. But there are a bunch of people who are like, no, he is not crazy. He is right. And those people lived. And that's the story of Noah. That's who Noah actually is. It's a Babylonian king named Ziusudra.
I want a book. I want a Bible written by the word of Jack. This is my new Christmas list.
And hold. And hold, the titties were made, and they were good.
Oh, yeah. My new prophet.
Oh, anytime. Anytime, Kira. You know, but yeah, that's as far as we know, that's the way it happened. You know, much like, oh my God.
Okay. I love that I type it in. I love that I type in Noah, Babylonian King, Ziusudra. I love that what comes up the minute is like a fucking Guardian article. It's like Babylonian tablet shows how Noah's Ark would have been.
Yeah.
I was like, what the
Yeah, I'm not shitting you.
I didn't necessarily believe that you were. It's the how to put it. Do I believe that Noah's Ark is a repurposed semi-historical tale from Babylon? Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah.
Of course I do. The flooding of Babylon was a huge thing. It affected like multiple like cultures for like thousands of years. That being said, the thing that got me was when you're like, oh, it was donut shaped. I went, no.
That was the last straw. Fuck that.
Motherfucker, I told you.
That was.
Did you see the video where they actually reconstructed the fucking thing?
God damn
What?
it's Irving Finkel.
Of course, Google now. God damn it.
Yeah. It's that dude. Of course, it's that dude.
Of course, it's him. Isn't he like one of the leading scholars of Mesopotamian history?
Yeah. Okay, if you want to know a dude to watch, if you want Alan Moore's fucking super academic and rational, reasonable, very historically researched cousin, Yogi, what's his name?
Irving Finkel.
He really is. He is a magician of the rational path. You know, and holy fucking shit, he's amazing. He is an amazing historian. You know, we have found out shit because of this guy that we never had a chance of knowing before.
I love that the official first quote from Irving Finkel in this article is, "I'm 107% convinced that the Ark never existed." I'm like, good. This is a good start.
Yeah. Because he not only tells you why Noah's Ark is bullshit, but he tells you what the story is that story is very obviously based on and how that actually happened. He had a bunch of motherfuckers fucking build that ark just to test the theory. Would a boat built by the metrics that he had found sail? And the answer is yes.
So, wait. This is the most beautiful thing on the planet, because this means we can go up to fucking Ken Ham's smug Abraham Lincoln wannabe beard ass. And we can just be like, that boat ain't right. You know why? Not a donut.
It's not a donut. Yeah.
Not a donut.
Yeah.
It ain't right.
Because who would have fucking thought of that? Who would have fucking thought of that? a guy who knew a ton of engineers, who was like, all right, there's going to be a sudden flood. We don't know from which direction. So we got to make sure whatever happens, this motherfucker floats. No matter
where the water comes from.
Yeah, no matter where the water comes from, this motherfucker got to float. How do we do that? And then some other Babylonian is just sort of like, well, we got to make it like this. It's like a big circle, and there's like a drain in the middle. And he's like, you sure about this? Like, yeah, let me show you the proof of concept. Let me make a little one and show you. And he's like, all right, can you make one of those, but like 50 feet across? He's like, oh, yeah, theoretically. You know, I would need the men.
He's a donut.
Yeah. I need the men and the materials, but theoretically it should work. And he's like, build it, bitch.
God. Fuck. Have any of y'all ever listened to Eddie Izzard?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it just makes me think of a like fucking part where he's like, he's a donut, you know, ich bin ein Berliner, he's a fucking donut.
He's a fucking donut.
He's a fucking donut. Come on, it's American, it's slang. any of the sluts, if y'all haven't heard of Eddie Izzard, you totally need to look that up. He's fucking hilarious.
Absolutely.
And it's all like history based, so it's
oh my God, I still remember when I first started hanging out with buddy Anthony, who is one of the I call him one of the secret masters of fandom, because he's one of those dudes. He gets no credit, but he is at every major convention you have ever been to. You just didn't know it. He is that guy who goes, I have Satoshi Kon's number. Do you want him to show up at the Anime Con?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Or back in the day, back when Satoshi Kon was alive.
The answer
I got the number. Yeah. I got the number of the guy who drew the original Akira stuff and who did the American localization, if you just want that guy.
BT dubs, Jack. Kyra, but whatever.
Kyra?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you kept saying Kira.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Kyra.
It's like, how the fuck would you know?
I wouldn't.
Exactly.
May I be rude?
Go for it. Please be rude.
If your name wasn't Titty McBoobyface, I was probably going to get it wrong.
You can call me that. That's fine.
I feel like that would simultaneously be disrespectful, but I'm honored.
Oh. Jack, baby, you can call me whatever you want.
Now, this isn't. Excuse me, this is a family program.
You can call me whatever you want to, honey.
Oh my God! But no, hey.
Critic of Chaos says Hootie McBoob.
Look, you pay me enough. You can call me whatever you want.
There you go.
Damn.
Actually, that's a good segue. That's a good segue. So you are in the sex profession.
I am.
In what capacity? For the audience.
Hello, sluts. I have been doing dominatrix work for the past little over a year. Okay. In a professional capacity. Before that, it was just funsies. But yeah, I just do it kind of part-time. I go to school part-time as well. So
what do you study?
Biomechanical engineering.
I was not expecting that. Okay. So
Is it weird that I was?
For anyone but you, yes.
I'm not
so intuitive.
Right.
I'm not surprising anymore.
By biomechanics, you mean do you mean cybernetics or the actual way in which like the organic matter moves?
More bioinformatics, which is kind of which is kind of like, it's hard to explain. It's like the way that you use biology as information based. So think of it as
Okay.
like biology meets computers.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
basically, all right. So I have to ask, do you know anything about that material that they are thinking of using as replacement muscle? The 3D printed material that contracts with electricity.
No, we passed the video all around class, but like I've still got a couple years, so I haven't finished. I'm only 2 years in.
Okay.
I
Okay.
actually started my last 10 years. I've been doing veterinary medicine.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I have to ask about that
work with
video.
the
Is
peppers.
that the thing? Is that a thing where everyone passes it around? Is like, this is bullshit, or is it one of those? Oh yeah, this is the cutting edge, by the way.
No, it totally is. It totally is the cutting edge. It's
Okay.
just there's a lot more that needs to be done before it can really be implemented. But as far as prosthetics goes, that's about where they are.
Okay. Yeah, because how long has this been in the public? That material.
Um, I first heard about it honestly not like more than 8 months ago, but that doesn't really mean anything because I'm still in school.
Okay, so a couple of years maybe.
Probably tops, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
because I saw that and I'm like, that's it. In 20 years, there's gonna be cyber arms. That's it.
um,
That's
I
just
wouldn't rule it out. 20 years, yeah. I wouldn't
yeah.
rule it
I'm
out,
like
yeah.
10 years. I think it'd be a little too soon, but like 20 years, I think by that point we'll at least have like a
John, you're
semblance.
welcome.
Yo, oh, what did John say?
oh, he said like, and my boner got a little bit bigger.
Oh, got it. Um,
But as a by the way, can I please point out that I'm sorry, you said Kyra, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
Kyra.
Yeah.
Kyra. Okay. Can I just point out that like okay, so far, honey, I absolutely love you. I love like talking to you and like seeing your shit on Twitter. But that being said, like I just love right now that you are now officially being put into this group that I really love, which is the like, hey, straight guy friends. You see these various sex workers. You see how they're really attractive.
Uh-huh.
I know them. I've seen their boobs, and you know what? It's funny because
beautiful.
it means nothing to me, but you don't get to see them.
I
Oh,
look.
oh
I love
wow.
doing that.
They mean a lot. Boobs mean a lot to me.
Oh yeah, but
Obviously.
I'm just saying I love doing that
Everybody
to
likes
straight guy
tits.
friends.
Even gay guys like tits. I mean, Yogi,
Oh
yeah.
oh yeah, but it's a completely different kind of liking. So I just
True.
love doing that to straight guys because they just look at me like you're a fucking asshole. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I
Just like
am.
you. Yes, I am. Yeah, actually, my brother is gay. So all the time, like, I'll be walking around and, like, you know, mostly nothing. And he's just like, could you fucking put some clothes on seriously? And I'm like,
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh.
Let me guess. The line is occasionally, "Oh my god, sis, put your tits away."
yeah. Yeah, but he's also a furry and he knows, like, so, like, a lot of some of the circles that we run in are kind of similar.
oh yeah, no, because it's true because the BDSM circle and the furry circle it
There is
overlaps.
an
Yeah, there's some
intersection.
overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's just hilarious because,
I
like, he's 8 years younger than I am. So he's starting to get into it. I'm like, oh, you should hang out with this person and this guy. Oh, I know this really cute guy.
you are about you are the age difference between me and my brother.
Go figure.
Yeah. Um my how to put it though, the problem is that I am bisexual, heavily leaning,
Mm,
and he is heterosexual.
fair enough.
So we both have the same problem, which is other male doms.
Oh, my
I
Lord. Can I
please,
soapbox?
please.
Men, I love you.
Okay.
I love dick. It's great. It's wonderful. You have a magic tool. It's wonderful. You are not, just because you like to be in charge, automatically a dom. Okay? Requires a little bit more finesse, a little bit more education than just, I like to spank women. Honey, there's books. Go read, please, for the benefit of everyone around you. Oh my God. Seriously.
Yeah, the one thing, and this gets weird, but me and my brother agree on one thing. And this is at all levels of analysis. The good Dom does not order. The good Dom is obeyed.
Mm-hmm.
Very different.
There is a really excellent book for anybody who likes to be in the Dom, top, master, whatever you want to call it. There's a book called The Topping Book, and it's written by Dossie Easton.
Mm-hmm.
And she's absolutely incredible. She's written a couple of really good books. One of them is actually called The Ethical Slut, which I highly recommend.
Mm-hmm. I have that as
well.
Yeah,
excellent. Anyway, but she's written the Topping Book, and I think the other one's called like The Bottom Book or The Sub Book or something like that.
Yeah. I remember when that thing was bound with fucking oh god, what do you call it? It didn't even have a glossy cover. It was like it was a black and white cover with like fucking a tan cover that was basically fucking cardboard.
Yeah,
it
like my
really like cardboard.
I don't know where it's around here somewhere, but my my copy of Story of O is seriously just a white cover and just a Story of O.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I remember that one. I was actually kind of pissed when they tried to like fancy it up. I'm like, no.
Nope.
No.
By the way, I love how the 1996 print version is still fucking available if you find it. You can find it on eBay. I love that.
Oh yeah. Totally.
They've actually come out with a new one. It's like the new Topping Book and the new Bottom Book too. So
yep.
Yeah. Well, one of the things about how to put it, when you buy the topping or the bottoming book, first of all, very quickly figure out which one is you within a couple of years, because you're like, I want to do
fluctuate
this.
though.
Yeah, it fluctuates, but you.
Yeah.
I'm
a switch.
It fluctuates, but
me too, Yoke.
You know, I'm not. I'm not. I'm
you
not.
say that.
Well, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But I got involved with the most Dom woman I thought I could possibly get involved with, and it didn't happen. So I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying it's very special.
Yeah. I wind up, most of my clients, which I can't really talk too much, but
no problem.
I don't have a lot. Like I said, I only really do it part-time. And most of the clients, the reason that they like me is that it's a lot more discreet and it's a lot more personal. Like the first session, which I only charge half for, has more to do with like getting to know them. Like I want to know what your kinks are, what your hard limits, all the like typical things. But then we talk about like your past, your family life a little bit here and there. I don't obviously force them to disclose things, but at the same time, you wind up like it's much more of an emotional kind of connection. Like
Oh no, it really is.
It
No,
really is.
yeah.
People, there's this excellent article, I think it was from the New York Times. I was talking about this woman. She goes in and she's like, oh, well, I'm going to make some extra money, so I'm going to be a dominatrix. And she goes in and like her first session, she starts just bawling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You heard this one, yeah. And she's
well,
like,
I haven't heard this specific one, but like that's a thing that
you
happens.
understand why, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, and so like, because like her first sub, he comes in, she's like, oh, she just reads his file real quick, and she's like, oh, he likes puppy play and he's masochist and da, 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 da. So she like beats him and then like shoves him in a cage, and he starts just fucking crying, you know what I mean? Because like so many people go kind of in catharsis, and she just is like, I can't do this, you know what I mean? And it's so funny because it's just like any really good dom or dom with an E, you wind up just being a fucking psychologist.
Oh yeah,
like 80% of the time.
Yeah.
You know, every once in a while I have a client come in who's just like, oh, I just really need like a good release. I need some, like a true masochist, a true little pain slut who just was like, I just need to be beat, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, that's cool. Quick, easy session. But most of the time, you're working through like deep psychological issues.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which is what, like, when I first started, I thought I was a sub. And then I worked through all my psychological issues. And I was like, oh, I am totally not a sub.
It's weird. I had a very similar experience.
Yes, John, exactly. Bondage is not just about sex. There's a lot of psychological issues involved.
Oh yeah. Well, the weird thing is that sex isn't just about sex.
Truth.
It goes deep with people. Like it goes back into. This is the part that's really uncomfortable to talk about.
Go for it,
baby.
Your
sexuality goes back to your childhood.
And
in America, it's really hard to fucking talk about because most people can't separate something that stems from your childhood from being a child.
Yes, and a lot of people can't. I'm very open about this. So, my first sexual experiences were with women for years, decades, probably about a decade. And my first sexual experience, period, was sexual assault.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Don't take this wrong. I am now super fascinated.
But see, that's the thing is like you either let that control you, to me, and I'm sure other people have different soapboxes, different opinions. You either let that control you or you're like, you know what? That's right. I was abused. That is what happened. But you know what? I'm going to take that, and that's mine now. And that's how I feel about it. Like, yes, I like to be beaten. I like consensual non-consent. I like, all kinds of different sexual assault fantasies. And yeah, that probably stems from my issues of childhood, but now that's mine. That's not somebody else's. That's mine now.
Yeah.
It's actually like really funny because like how to put when like Kara, when you were just like, well, okay, I have my clients I can't talk about, and then you were like, oh, you end up like being a bit of a psychologist. It's funny because before you said that, I was actually going to say to you, well, yeah, no, honey, you're a dominatrix. I'm a priest who's also starting to be a psychologist. We're doing the same work.
Yeah.
We're in the same business.
Yeah.
Well,
it's two different ends of it.
It's one of those things that really, 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 really annoys me because how to put it? People are like, wow, what did people do before they were psychologists? They went to whorehouses.
Yeah.
Whorehouses and shamans. That's it.
Yeah. They went to shamans and whorehouses.
Talk to people? Oh my God.
I actually have this hypothesis. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of like raw data to back this up, but for me, this is the my hope. For example, like rape is a very intimate violation, so I believe that the medicine that helps heal that is equally intimate. You know, like it requires, that's our instinct, to surround the victim with love. But because we all have that. Like you hear someone is raped, and chances are, you know, unless the world has fucked you up, which it may have.
Yeah.
The world does that. Your natural instinct is to surround the victim with love because that's what's needed. But that's just my hypothesis.
Yes, and I think love can be many different things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
Oh, yeah.
to me the key thing is that acceptance of, like, we believe that this thing has happened to you and it's causing you pain. I believe that absolutely, I believe that lessens the pain of the trauma. You know.
It's definitely, I mean, you know, I feel like I've talked to a lot of other doms, and they kind of try to stay away from catharsis and things like that, which is what we call, like, when somebody has, like, basically an emotional breakdown.
Oh God,
but it's not,
I feel weird because I actually don't do that. That's the moment where I'm like, all right, this is the moment where it's most important that I come across as masculine and in control, but emotionally available.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, but that's the thing is, like, yeah, now, you know, you can call doming masculine, but you basically,
well, I
you
call
need,
it that because I'm a dude.
fair enough. But as somebody with a hypothetical penis,
Her hypothetical penis is larger than a lot of guys' real penis.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Especially because it's actually just attached sometimes. It's one of those things where you have to. It's a level of empathy that, and this is getting into something entirely different, but I prescribe as being almost an empath, where you are so in tune with somebody's emotional well-being and their emotional needs that, yes, I know you're crying, but I'm going to make you cry harder, because that's what you need right now. You need to get through this. You need to go through this emotional experience, you know? And it's knowing that, and it's knowing, okay, this is where, okay, maybe we're not using our safe words, but this is where play needs to stop. So it's
right.
It's kind of hard, but at the same time, that's why I'm paid in money.
Well, how to put it? Like, I know what you're talking about, because, like, in,
yes, exactly, Malcedon, a catharsis, emotional cleansing.
Yeah,
same thing. Yeah.
Remember, don't try this at home, kids. She's a professional.
Do not try this at home.
Yeah,
God.
Okay. Kyra, I know you can probably guess this, but everyone else, guess how many times I've actually heard someone use a safe word? Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is none. I've never heard it. It's never been used. But if you don't have it, I don't know what to say. It's a thing that you need to have, even though it's almost never used.
It's so hard to get people to tell you their hard limits, too.
Yes, it super is. Because there is this part of them, and this is where all right, we're about to get into some, like, you know, like, all right, look, get whatever you need to fucking cushion the emotional blow of this statement.
Oh, okay.
Yogi, I have a feeling you're already good, but, like, just everyone. All right. So there is this aspect.
I just needed a colorful hat.
Okay,
there we go.
There's an aspect of this thing where, and this is what gets me every time. They just don't want to disappoint you.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to say it, but that's a space people they need to reach. Oh, but I don't know how to explain the experience of watching it if you haven't before, because it is an empathic moment unless you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
Because you're watching someone like fucking break down, and they just all their secrets, who they are and what they're about, just fucking spill out in front of you. And often it's what you think, but sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not what you think, and you find yourself like in, I don't know how to explain it, but you find yourself in that moment of like, yeah. Like you either didn't guess it, and there are a few, like, if there's ever a moment in the real world where all of a sudden you realize you're dealing with Hitler, baby, Bondage is it.
Oh my God, I totally had a guy like break down one time, and he was like, I don't believe in the Holocaust. I think it's all bullshit. Jews are horrible. They should all burn. I was just like,
yeah.
How am I supposed to stay in? Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're not. That's when the door opens.
Well, that's either when the door opens or that's when Lilith or Kali fucking comes out.
See, but here's the thing: is that you either obviously you don't accept that, but as somebody who's in this like psychological process, you're like, okay, well, how do I use this moment to change it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you trying to be of help to humanity.
Like, as somebody who identifies as a vampire and feeds off humanity, I feel like it's my only.
Look at you.
Well, for me, yeah. Well, like that's now. Luckily, all right. The only time I've ever run into a woman who was like that, it wasn't a bondage situation. It was more a, oh my God, I think I'm this girl's fucking fetish, which you would think would be awesome, and it would have been had she not been a neo-Nazi.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You
know, because there's nothing quite like, I don't know how to say it. You know that I just had sex and it feels so good. Yeah, and they have that just line where it's like, I think she's a Nazi, still counts. Okay, yep. I had that experience.
Oh my God, yeah, you and me both, baby.
Whoa. Yikes. Yeah, that's about okay, but hey, I don't mean to be mean, Kyra, but you look like a white girl.
I am so a white girl.
Okay.
Which is why we broke it off. Don't worry.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like, got super short faced, and it was like, oh, I like scat. And I was like, I always said that I would try everything once, but I don't know about that. And then he was like, oh yeah, and the Holocaust. And I was like, oh no.
Oh, whoa.
The dick is so good, but it's not that good.
How to put it? I had a dude that I was into. He started revealing that he was into scat, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. You know, like, we're done. I don't fucking care, because
it's like, but blood plays the same thing, and I'm like,
no, it isn't.
Emotionally, yes. Microbacterially, no.
No. Like, no. Well, no. Like, it isn't even the same thing. Like, from my perspective, I'm like, it's like, hey, do you like butt stuff? Oh yeah. Does the gender of the person matter? Well, not as much as how attracted I am to them.
Right.
You know, and they're like, all right, what if that person shits on your dick? And I go, intentionally or accidentally?
Yeah.
Accidentally, I can handle. Intentionally, we've got a problem.
Look, you go into Butt's house, you're gonna find poop, okay?
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I don't need that thing spraying in my face.
No, it's not for me either.
See,
but I understand emotionally why it's like psychologically.
Yeah.
It's about
I can wrap my brain around why it's emotionally important for some people. I'm just not the guy you can do that with.
You see,
I just spilled wine all over my tits accidentally.
See, it's funny because it's funny because I've never had a scat situation or a neo-Nazi situation. I know I've never had those situations. However, I saved a Mormon.
Go on.
Yeah, no. I saved a Mormon with the magic of my genitalia and my backside. I saved a Mormon.
I'm sorry you're gay. I would love to experience how you saved a Mormon with your dick.
Well, no, it's great. No, it was.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, if you're a dude, it does not work the other way around. It does not work the other way around, no matter how hard you wish it, no matter how hard you try. It does not fucking work, because once a girl is with Jesus, she gotta leave on her own. No dick is gonna fucking convince her to fucking leave the cock alone.
Now here's the thing. He's still with
doctor.
Here's the thing. He's still with Jesus. He's just not with Mormon Jesus anymore. He's with Episcopalian Jesus now, which is
an improvement, I guess.
That is an improvement. Yeah,
it's a huge improvement. Yeah, no, it's really not that long of a story. He was on missionary work. One thing led to another.
Missionary.
I know, right? But yeah, you've seen him on the bicycles. You've seen him, you know. But yeah, no, he was on missionary work. One thing led to another. He found out something about himself through that experience, and he now lives in Philadelphia with his husband of 2 years.
Okay, all right, good. So
you know what my favorite saying of all time that I get to hear during sex is, "Oh, I did not know that about myself." I live for that.
Oh my God. Great thing. Kyra, you should meet my friend Jace. He is the dick whisperer.
I met Jason.
Yeah, he's the cock whisperer. Like, if you are male and have any inclination towards having sex with other men, Jace is going to be fucking you by the end of the party. Just done. It's just going to happen.
I'm a little sad that I didn't get to talk to him longer, but unfortunately it was in the morning, and I was coming down.
Yeah.
I was coming down off a head full of what the fuckery.
But no, that guy had a fucking reputation. He'd just be like, he would hang out in his room more or less for the entire party, only generally long enough to go either, "Hey Jack, where's the acid, ecstasy, or nitrous oxide?" Because I usually kept them in my room, because I was like, "You're not allowed to have them in your room anymore." And he's like, "Why not?" It's like, "Because I don't get none, and I fucking put in cash money. I put in cash money, so I'm getting some. You get your share, and I get mine. Do you understand?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, that's fair. That's fair." So if he's introducing a guy to the candy flip for the first time, he'd be like, "Hey Jack, where are the other pills and where's the nitrous oxide?" And I'm like, "How many do you need?" And he's like, I need 2 pills. And how many boxes we got? And I'm like, "I'm giving you 6 fucking cartridges. Otherwise..."
Jack, we need to party.
Yeah. "I'm giving you 6 fucking cartridges because I bought that shit and you still owe me from the last time." And he's like, "All right, fair enough." He takes my 6. He calls his boy Dan. He's like, Dan, no, you coming over? Do me a favor. Pick up a box of 32 on your way. And he comes in, and Dan will not just bring the 1 box. He'll be like, it's a fucking Jack and Linda party. We're gonna fucking, it's a Jack and Countess party. I'm bringing 4 at least. You know, I'd be like, oh, hey, Dan, glad you make it. He's like, yeah, Jace told me to fucking bring the nitrous. And I'd be like, yeah. And then down the hallway, motherfucker comes out. And he's like, oh, no. Oh, no. 1 box, that's for me. You don't get to touch it. If you split up any amount, my share ain't part of that shit. You understand? Because I fucking asked for that. And Dan would be like, yeah, but did you pay for it? And he's like, who sucked your dick? Who sucks your dick? Who sucks your dick? Who sucks your dick? He's right, Jack. I'm sorry. There's an entire box that just is. I'd be like, fair of the fucking up. So just give me another box and we'll call it even Steven. And he'd be like, and he'd be like, okay, I can do that. You got $20, right? I'm like, yeah, I got the fucking $20, motherfucker. You know,
Metalhead nitrous is like the gas that they give you if you get like intense shit at like the dentist. Yeah, you know, it really fucks you up. Oxide. Nitrous oxide. Just look it up, Metalhead.
It's referred to as laughing gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, laughing gas. It's good shit. I mean, not that I condone any drugs ever. No.
No, certainly.
Don't do drugs, children.
We don't do that.
We don't do drugs.
Those are bad.
Never.
Drugs are bad for you.
When I was little, I was a bad little kid. My mama knows the funny things I did.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Of course.
Oh my god.
Look at him suck up that gas. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who wants a root from the Marquis de Sade? I fucking love that.
She said, before I think one day you'll find a way to make your natural tendencies pay. You'll be a dentist.
Oh my god.
You'll be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane. I thrill when I drill my cuspid. Maladjusted dentist.
And
there he is, boys, the leader of the plaque. Look at him suck up the gas. Oh my god.
I love you guys.
Oh my god. There were 2 roles I wanted to play in a production of Little Shop of Horrors. One was the dentist.
Mallory, Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, and the other was Audrey too. Those are the only 2 roles. Yeah, the giant plant. Those are the only 2 roles I had any interest in. Because I mean, there's just something about that whole song. You know, it's like a lot of folks deserve to die. You know, no, that's not true. I don't know anyone who deserves to be fed to a hungry plant.
Oh, you do.
Show you do.
I actually got to do Rocky Horror though. That
cool.
Oh, who?
That was the shit.
No, I mean, who did you play in the production?
Oh, I was in, I'm sorry, I'm so drunk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Magenta.
I didn't realize you were a blonde. Is that a mating call?
Oh my god, this drink tastes so good. Like, you can't even taste the alcohol. Where are my pants? every white girl.
No. We'll see. The thing is, no matter what Kyra's natural color is, it's brunette. That's it's a good sign.
I am a natural brunette, but I do dye it black.
See, that's ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit! I promised Brooke that I would bring her in, and I have to
do that because you said you would.
I have to do that, and I have to do another thing.
Ooh.
So
already?
I'm gonna yes. Look. Kyra, how old are you?
None of your goddamn business.
Oh, fair enough.
Did you just ask a woman how old they are?
Fair enough. You're right. I did.
All right. How about this? Old enough to know better, young enough to not give a shit.
Okay. All right. So you know how old I am, right?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Take a guess.
36.
All right. Let me put it this way. Grandpa Jack got to use the restroom. He'll be fucking right back.
That's extra.
You can't afford it, honey. Oh my god. Yeah. Though it's funny, y'all were talking about like so I've also done Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I think oh yeah, I've been
were you Rocky? Rocky.
I have never been pretty or muscular enough to do Rocky.
I would pay money to see you in gold underwear, so
Hey,
Brooke.
Hey. But so how to put it, like, all right, so I've been in a couple different Rocky Horror productions. My favorite one to do is Eddie / Dr. Scott. That's my favorite.
Dr. Scott. That was my ex-husband was Dr. Scott. That was fun.
It's great. I love it. I love doing it. It's the best thing. But I have, however, fulfilled my dream production role, which is during the year I was with the National Shakespeare Company, I got to do Puck in Midsummer Night's Dream. And that is
yes. Oh my god.
That's like dream role shit.
Oh my god, like... yes. That and oh my god. Yes. I can't even
I only did it was 3 months of my life that I will never forget.
Oh my gosh.
Is Jack's camera off?
Jack's camera is
it's on. He's just not there. He's taking a gentleman time.
He's answering the call of nature.
Speaking of which, I will be back momentarily.
Okay.
If I can detangle myself. My mic's going to be on, so I apologize if you hear dog noises.
I love doggies. It's so cool. Charlie, can I show them your thingy?
Which one? Yeah.
Want to see a cool thing that my friend made?
Yes.
Look at this. It's a bracer.
Oh my god, I love
it. There's eyeballs.
I love it. I want 5.
I mean, he has an Etsy.
Fair enough.
What's your Etsy called?
Superlative Sundries. It's empty right now, though.
Superlative Sundries.
If you want to see my other art, go to charlesmckinnonart.com, though.
charlesmckinnonart.com. Do it. Because he makes weird shit like this.
He doesn't actually have any of that stuff. It's all my old illustration shit.
Whatever. He makes weird shit.
You're just like, whatever. I'm trying to promote you. Shut up.
I'm trying to promote you. If you LARP or like weird costume stuff, do it. Do the thing. It's super cool.
do the thing. Oh my god.
He works at an obsessive pace.
Fair enough. Oh my god. But
also, hi Yogi. I don't think we've talked on the stream before.
We have on the server we have shared.
Right. That's
Yes,
different.
we have shared passing remarks. Oh.
Oh, Yogi.
Yes.
So I'm trying to make an altar to Kali.
Okay.
What kind of what would you suggest I put on it?
In terms of what like what have we like conceptually what have we got in our head already? Like what's
What? Yeah.
Skulls of your enemies.
Skulls of my enemy.
Well, that's technically an aspect of her. I won't lie, that's an aspect of her. You're not technically wrong, but
What?
okay, so all right. So when it comes to what I'm going to tell you is that when it comes to like
back.
yes, when it comes to like working with Kali, what I'm going to tell you, Brooke, is that if you're building an altar to her, the color red is very useful. I how to put it? Like everyone knows that
talking
like
about Lilith or Kali?
Kali.
Okay.
Kali. Okay,
I
so
still
everyone
can't see
knows.
your face, Jack.
Hey,
Sorry.
Brooke.
Didn't mean to interrupt. I can't see your face.
Yeah, no, he's got like that thing going on with his camera where it's on for the stream but not for the hangout. It's
Yeah. It's not supposed to be that way. I'll see if I can. No, it just doesn't want to.
I just like seeing your face, Jack. It's a nice
You have
face.
to look at the stream, I guess.
Oh my
I'm
god, what's
sorry.
wrong with your face?
So
Show your
red.
face. Yeah.
Oh my god, what's wrong with your face?
oh
Yeah,
my
we're talking
lord.
about an
Can I tell you about how I've seen every single one of their videos like at least 20 times? Seriously.
Same.
Oh, I believe it.
Fucking Jay. I want to kidnap him and put him in a basement.
Which one is Jay?
He's the tiny one.
Oh, the thin one?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Jack.
totally sexually deviant. I know he is. I can feel it.
Jack, look.
Yes, Brooke?
Look.
Ooh, eyeballs.
It's a bracelet.
Yes.
Oh,
There's
whoa! Did you make that?
No, my friend did.
Oh, it's
Nice.
awesome.
Right? It's got eyeballs.
I like eyeballs.
I also enjoy eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's for a LARP.
All right. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody, because
Will do.
bombed. But it's wine before beer in the clear, right?
Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Liquor before beer in the clear.
Liquor for beer before beer. Don't be a fucking bitch. Drink whatever you want. That's
Oh
how
my
I learned
Okay.
it.
Well, here's the thing.
Look, what I've always been told.
I need to be
that's
able to
the
wake up in the morning. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor,
For liquor,
been
never
sicker.
sicker.
Mhm.
So, Jack, your stream starts at 9, which is midnight my time.
So you're East Coast.
I am.
What part of the East Coast are you in?
I am in North Carolina,
Oh, Lordy.
unfortunately.
Oh, interesting.
I had a roommate who lived in North Carolina. He did not like it,
We have a Slipper
especially because he was
member
gay,
named Dawn who is in North Carolina.
or is gay, I should say. Not
This
was.
is true.
I am from Texas. I've only lived in North Carolina for 2 years.
Okay. May I be a little crude?
Oh, please do.
Oh God.
You looked like a Texas girl.
Ooh. Yeah,
She
I
does.
do.
No.
Well
Okay.
fed.
Okay. No. If you're from Texas, okay. First of all, where in Texas you from?
Okay, so I'm originally from Houston, but I spent my last couple of years in Austin.
Austin.
Okay.
Austin's a good place.
Okay.
Austin's amazing.
Yeah.
I felt
So-
like
Well,
two
I
weeks
don't. Let me put it this way. I would doubt anyone from Texas would be here if they didn't spend time in Austin.
That's fair.
So here's
You probably aren't giving Houston enough credit.
Fair enough. But on that note, it hasn't given me reason to.
but
I would
Kyra,
love to show you around. Yes.
but Kyra, here's my question then. Okay. So you're from Texas, you know Texas.
I do.
I have cousins in Texas. I visit them. Here's my thing though.
Yes, sir.
You want to know what horrible little fucking part of Texas my fucking family, that part of my family is from?
God,
Waco.
You're gonna say Fort
I
Worth,
almost
aren't you?
went Wichita Falls.
Wichita.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Wichita fucking Falls. Every time, and it's not. It's
So
not
sorry,
with
sweetie.
every time my family's like, okay, we have to go see them. I'm like, can we go to Dallas?
Dallas is
Ooh.
acceptable.
It's like, no. It's one of those things like, I'll accept Dallas, I'll accept Houston, I'll accept Austin. Do we have to go to Wichita?
I'm
Oh my God.
so sorry, baby.
Do you
I
know?
mean,
Fucking Texas is the main reason I refuse to take United layovers.
okay.
It is.
United Hub is not supposed to be okay. There's a whole soapbox there, but I'm not gonna go on there because it's really
I don't
boring.
want to go to Fort Worth.
Fort Worth is awful.
It is.
No offense.
No one
like-
wants to go to Fort Worth.
Well,
No.
except for Amazing Maisie and Seussical.
Well,
Not
here's
even,
the thing
man.
here's the thing about Fort Worth.
Austin's the shit.
Austin,
So.
I've never been to, but I'm told good things about it. So I'm sure I will at least be okay with it.
We can travel one day, baby. You'll really
Okay,
enjoy it.
All right, cool. But Fort Worth, I don't know how to.
You don't.
Someone needs to tell Fort Worth that the Civil War is over. Like, that shit is in the past, Daddy-O. Like, holy fucking shit. It's one of those, anyone who took my ticket and was in a position of authority was white, and anyone who was in a servant position was black. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, this is still where this place is.
So it's so funny because like I went and saw son of a bitch. Hold up, use my brain here.
I will say this,
Guy
though.
who used to stream on Daily Show all the time.
John,
Old guy.
John Stewart?
No, not the guy who ran it. Come on, help me out. My can't brain.
Stephen Colbert. Like, who are you thinking of?
No, the older guy who used to scream. He has a segment. Lewis Black.
Oh, yes.
I went and saw
Oh,
Lewis Black.
I love Lewis.
And Lewis Black was hilarious. And so he was talking one time, and he was like, hey, Houston, it's so great to see. I was just in Dallas, and everybody from the Houston stage goes, boo. And he's like, it's so funny that happens because I was just in Dallas, and I was like, hey guys, after this, I'm going to Houston. And they were all like, yay. It's like, so just so you know, the hate is all one-sided. Sorry, we fucking hate Dallas.
see, here's what's weird though. So here's something, right? Like, this is fucked up, but Jack, what you just told me about Fort Worth, about the people you saw, I almost wish I saw that in Wichita Falls, and I say that because I did not see a person of color.
Oh my God! Like,
no. You don't understand. You don't understand, man.
Oh, I think I do.
Every single person is white. It's all white.
Yeah.
It's all white and suburban ranchers with trees in the front.
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. Because just adjust your worldview for just half a second. Be me.
Okay.
You in Atlanta, Georgia, because you love Dragon Con.
Okay.
And you find the one, and I mean one, fucking Chinese restaurant in Peachtree Plaza.
Okay.
Now, first of all, think about that. The one Chinese restaurant in any location in America. Motherfucking place is racist because you never just have one. Ever. Unless town's motherfucking racist. It never happens. And I walk in, and for like half a second, like I knew I was walking into a Chinese restaurant. It's the only one, right? I walk in, and I see Asian people in a position. There ain't a lot, even at the Dragon Con, unless you a hot cosplayer. Very few Asian people. I'm like,
that's distressing.
I'm the 1%. I'm the 1% in that shit. I just don't got the money. So, oh my god, and never ever, oh my god, you want to talk about awkward? Never be the other Asian person in a racist area. Never. It's fucking awful. Like, you want it, the only thing that is worse than being the only Asian person in a given area when you meet another one is being the only English speaker. Oh my god. English.
What do you say? I don't fucking know.
Fucking English. Well, here's the thing. English speakers in foreign countries, native English speakers, fucking hate acknowledging other English speakers in foreign countries. No matter what country you're in, with one exception. Guess what it is?
China? I don't know. What?
No. If you're a black South African. If you are a black South African, you don't mind talking to other English speakers. But under every other context, it is fucking impossible to get along with another English-speaking person. Oh my god. I have tried, and it is annoying. You know, how to put it? I'm in Taiwan, and I see some people. There's people behind you, Brooke.
Speaking of money,
There's
in the
a person.
immortal words of every person who has seen Deadly Strike. Why does this
Uh,
movie exist?
I
why did I not know
I grew
of
up
its
in
glorious
a
awfulness
really
sooner?
podunk redneck
Quote.
mountain town in Washington
Mm-hmm.
called Cedro Woolley.
Yeah, but you're on the West Coast, so you can theoretically, within 6 hours you can get, actually, yeah,
That's
theoretically within a few hours you can be outside of that.
No, that's fair. But like up until that point, Seattle was like a magical mystery land that only the people who saved up enough to go to the Pacific Science Center, because I was small.
Well,
Oh.
you know, it could be worse. You could be looking up to Portland.
Oh, I like
But-
Portland. They
I
had
know, Portland's
the
great.
donuts
Washingtonians fucking love Portland, okay?
and
but-
the bookstore.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you
Pals.
why right now. I'm going to tell you
I
why
like pals.
right now.
Why?
It's because you're white girls. Portland loves white girls. Treats white girls just fucking fine. You know,
Not
fuck,
like
you can
books.
Queen of Sheba that shit.
No, but in Cedar
I have
Woolley,
the pussy, I Queen of Sheba, everything.
Mhm.
oh my god. In,
Oh,
I
but
used to
especially
live
Portland. Because
Hmm.
Portland is that town that is like,
Jack
oh,
will
we're
kick your
super
ass.
multicultural. But if you Queen of Sheba, we preferred you as white multicultural?
with- oh my
Um,
god. No,
Tell me I'm wrong!
oh my god.
I mean, I don't know. I just have the pussy. I rule everything.
Hey, Jack.
Bitch. Hateful.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack.
Yes.
Hey, Jack. Brooke, what were you saying?
Thank you, Yogi. Such a gentleman. Jack.
Man.
Yeah.
I told you
Man.
when we got into this, I ain't very PC.
It's okay. Please. Thank you. No. Thank God. Thank Lilith and Kali all the way back before the fucking Nicene Creed. No, thank you. Seriously.
Look, in fucking Cedar Woolley, like, in high school, honestly, up until high school, there was maybe, like, one black kid from
That poor child.
elementary school to middle school, and then I got to high school, and it graduated to 2. And I was just like,
Woo!
I was like, I feel weird.
You graduated
What?
in 2 years?
No.
Two black people.
She's saying how
Oh,
like
there are 2 black people. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
it took all the way up to high school for there to be 2 of
And
them.
I swear to God,
I think there was
My drama
8. My
teacher-
graduating class of like, seriously, there was a graduating class of like 800 people.
you had more people than I did.
I had more than that, but they were bussed in. Because
No,
we
but
were
like-
a super racist area.
Like fucking
Same.
my drama teacher had to have been racist, or at least like unintentionally racist, because whenever we did a musical, guess who got the freaking like most songs?
Please tell me it was the black kids.
It was the black kids. Because they
Your
were the best
people have a
singer.
natural. Your people
And I
have a
was just like,
natural
this is-
aptitude, right?
And I was just like,
Token,
this
you can play the
is
bass, right?
problematic.
Token, you're black. You can
Token,
play
you're
bass.
It was really, I was just like, why do they keep casting
damn it,
those
Token.
2 people, like, as the mains? Like, why does this keep happening? Like, everyone else is getting background roles and stuff. And then I realized, like, right after I graduated, and I was like, wow, that's racist.
Yeah.
That's like unintentionally racist.
What? No, there's nothing unintentionally racist about making all of your people of color in the show essentially step and fetchits. There's nothing wrong with that.
GL Knight is also in fucking Washington, and he is saying, yeah, there's nothing here.
Well, now nope, never mind. Just gonna
What else?
nothing. No, not very PC of me. I'm just
No,
gonna not.
please. Oh, come
Oh,
on.
we're
Kyra,
about to
Kyra,
make
You're in a
right?
Jackula thing.
May I call you Kyra?
Oh, you can call me anything you want, baby.
Chesty LaRue?
All right, sure. It seems to me that, and this has been admission by generally everyone, it's really cold up there. And as I understand it,
In Washington?
indeed,
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
right, like today in North Carolina in the middle of February, it got up to like 78, almost 80. Head scratches, those are the best. So it's pretty warm in the middle of winter.
I feel I know where this is going.
Right.
Yeah, I live in California. So. Oh,
I'm
I'm
just
sorry. It
saying.
got down to 75 degrees earlier. Just letting you know.
As I understand it, that most people who generally are of ethnic descent do not appreciate the cold weather, which tends to be found in the north.
I mean, we have a lot of people from
Yeah,
Asian countries.
I have a really good way of putting that, which is like, you white people are crazy.
Well,
Fucking
yes.
crazy, man. It's like, oh,
For the better
oh,
and for
we
the
like
worst.
ice skating and skiing. Fuck you. Fuck that.
I hate
I
ice
have
skating.
literally been snowshoeing in shorts.
I used to be a snowboarder.
I mean, my legs don't really get cold,
Oh,
so
really?
I've worn like, especially.
Don't ask
hiking,
me to
I've
do a
gotten-
trick. My
Jack,
trick
puzzle
is
piece.
getting downhill, only face planting twice. That's my trick.
See, as a native New Jerseyan, I can go out in. Yeah, no. As a native New Jerseyan, I can go out into freezing cold weather. I'm talking like
In
negative,
shorts.
negative
Yeah.
numbers weather in shorts, a wife beater, and a gold chain, and that protects me. That protects me from the elements.
You
Son of a
son of a
bitch.
bitch, you almost made me do a spit take.
The closest I can get to anything like that is I can't do this on my own because I turned into a fucking pussy. But you have to surround me
into a
with
vagina?
two
Wow.
Samoan dudes. Hawaiian will do. Just let you know. I cannot kill a pig unless there are two Samoan dudes around, bare minimum. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit there and be like, she's little piggy. You know, I need two Simone dudes to go like, hey, be a man, bruh. But for some reason, that's what makes the magic work. And all of a sudden, I'm Jack the Pig's. I can be Jack the Pig's Slayer. But before you get me alone, it's
I'm
like
adding that to my Darkest Dungeon characters.
Darkest Dungeon. That's a game. Let me tell you, I enjoy the shit.
I got into that because of you, by the way.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. But yeah, like I need, but yeah, no, I need two big Samoan dudes to be like, no, just fucking stab it, bro. Stab it, bro. And then I feel like, well, okay, I'm a man now, you know, but under no other circumstances will it happen. I could have two black guys and I'd be like, no, I'm sorry, you're not Samoan. You can't convince me to fucking cut this pig's head off. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna sit here and be a bitch about it.
Oh, I have to answer this. Mallory Laveau is saying that I'm the weird kid in school who wore shorts in the winter and said, no, I'm not cold. No. But I am that guy who, in 3 feet of snow, could just walk his dog around the block wearing boots, jeans, no shirt of any kind, and just like a fucking jacket over top. I'd be like, what are you talking about? It's not cold. We're fine.
I used to have a landlady who is from New Jersey, and I would just go into her office and just listen to her talk because she had the thickest Jersey accent, and I was just like,
how dare you?
There's two.
How dare you
I gotta tell you, there's two accents.
Brooke, how dare you tokenize my people this way?
Our landlady accents that I'm like, no, respect. That woman will fucking somehow send your soul to hell if you late on rent. One, Asian.
Oh, God.
Asian landlady. I'm sorry. Your ancestors are going to have to be burning dollar bills in your honor for a millennia after the fucking curse she going to put on it.
Sun on your cow.
Yeah. And
it's not on your whole family.
Yeah. Now, there's only one thing more fearsome than that, which is the Cuban Santeria fucking landlady.
Oh, no.
No. You just, no. Just,
no.
If she's like, all right, but you're gonna deliver this fucking box of crack for me, you're just doing it. You're just doing it. Otherwise, fucking Papa Legua and fucking whoever else is gonna fucking drag me to hell to you. And you know it. You know it's gonna happen. Because while the white man may be able to put her in fucking prison, that woman's gonna send you to hell. And you just goddamn know it.